Hey Jensen, Coach Kilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a good time working with you. This is going to be a video analysis. The first thing I want to do is make sure we've got a good foundation and a good base set up. Okay, so we've got a good distance here between our feet. Knees are bent. We're squared up to the plate. Okay, everything's good here, the bottom half. Okay, we're a little leaned forward. Okay, just make sure we stay balanced. Okay, you can stay like that if you want to. Just make sure we can remain balanced throughout the swing. Our hands are in a good position. Okay, so everything looks good. The only question mark here is that everything leaning forward here. Okay, as long as we get that weight transferred back when we get our load. Okay, everything will be better. Everything will make up for it. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is get into our load. Okay, so what I want to make sure is that we keep our head still. Okay, so this is where that leaning forward is going to come into play, because we're not going to be able to keep our head in the center of our body if it's leaned forward. Next thing is when we load. Okay, we want to make sure that we're loading our weight in our back leg here. Okay, when we take this stride step here, we're just picking it up and putting it down. Okay, we don't want any of our weight to end up on this front leg. We don't want that at all. Okay, so we want all of our weight transferred to go back, and with our hands, we're just going to preset our hands before we load. Okay, so wherever our hands are, we just want them preset in a good position, and we're just loading in our legs, and then we throw our hands. So because the last thing you do, your mind's going to remember. Okay, so if the last thing I do is load my hands, now my mind remembers my hands, and now I throw my hands before my hip, and now our swing's not where it needs to be. Okay, so we just loading our legs and preset our hands. That way, the last thing your mind remembers is your legs loading, and now it fires the legs first. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play you to your load. Okay, and I just want to see how your head is. Okay, that's the main thing I'm worried about right now, is that head position. Okay, so I'm going to play you till you get loaded. Okay. See, now your head's in a good position, centered over your body. Okay, and it moved back. Okay, your hands are preset, foot's down. Okay, looks like our weight's pretty evenly distributed here. Okay, so I'd like it a little more back here on this back leg, but for now it's going to be okay. So the next thing I want to do, okay, is I want to see how you attack the ball. Okay, so what I want to see first is I want to see that back hip fire into that position. Go ahead and start your swing with that back hip. Okay, the next thing that's going to happen is I want to see the path you take to the ball. Okay, so we're going to say you're going to make contact out there. I want to see the hands that take the knob down to that ball. Okay, so I don't want the knob to ever be going up. We want to take the knob straight down and let the barrel follow. So we want to keep the barrel above the ball. Okay, so let's check out the path you take. Okay, knob down. Now the knob's going up. Okay, see right here how the hands start going up? That means the knob of the bat's going up. And now we're lifting the ball. Okay, so see here the flight path of the ball. We want line drives, ground balls. Okay, backspin. We don't want to lift the ball. We want to allow the backspin, the speed of our bat, the path we take, to create the backspin. And on your backside here, okay, we got to do a better job with our L. Okay, there's no power in that swing. Okay, it's almost completely straight. So we need that knee. We need to drive that knee down. Okay, drive through that foot and stiffen this front leg out here. Okay, you're doing a good job here with your head at contact and your hand placement. Okay, left palm down, right palm up. All that's good, but you're losing all your power here in your legs. So we need to stay down in our legs, and that all goes back to how we load. Okay, so if we don't do a good job with our load in transferring that weight back, how are we gonna stay in our legs throughout the swing if we hadn't created a foundation in our legs? Okay, so we just got to do a better job with our legs. Now the next thing here is I want to see us stay through the zone. Okay, so I want to see us get extension through the zone and keep that barrel in the zone as long as we can. Okay, so right there, you're doing a good job. We have full extension here, and then a good follow through. And again, see how we're standing straight up here on our back leg? Okay, we still want to be down in there. We still want to stay down in there until we finish our swing completely. Okay? Jensen, Coach Kilcrease here. Thanks again for coming to camp. Had a good time working with you. I just want you to mainly work on your load, okay, and making sure we establish a good foundation once we get loaded in our legs, and that way we're able to stay down in our legs throughout the swing. Okay, look forward to seeing you again.